Hey guys, I wanted to make this video talking about all of the drama that has been going on Twitter lately between us, the Get Good podcast people, and Amazing and his podcast that he just recently started. Because it's kind of getting a little out of hand. It started off as just a little bit of like Twitter banter here and there. I'll discuss what started it and all of that, and kind of like my attitude towards this and how I feel about what's been going on. I do have Tor with me. I'll let him say some things here in a minute. But quickly, real quick, what I have on screen here is a forum post on Netmarble's forums. I want to talk about this because this is the main kind of thing that was like, hey, I need to address this because this is out of hand. But quickly, what started all of this? Uh, Last night I get off of work and I come home and because I knew that Amazing was going to do his podcast, and I was happy for him because Grand Cross needs more stuff like that where creators are coming together to discuss the game. That's what Grand Cross needs. Obviously, us with our podcast, we're not as big as they are, so this would be good for the community in general. But when I saw that he was doing it at the exact same time on the exact same day as our podcast, it was kind of like, what the fuck? Long day at work, you see that, it hits you, and you're like, what the fuck? So, um, I made a couple of tweets pointing out that was kind of sus that they were doing it at the exact same time. We've had Amazing on the podcast before, we've had Beats on a couple of times, so they know what time we go live. Obviously, like they've said, it was probably just a coincidence that they chose the same time. I get it, it's probably a good time. I'm not 100% sure. That's how they explained it. I understand. It is what it is. But it was just sus. So that's what I said. I said it's kind of sus. It's kind of a dick move. So I posted that on Twitter. And obviously it blew up a little bit. There was some banter here and there between everybody on different sides. But overall, content creators in this community, we talk here and there. We discuss things with each other sometimes. We interact. For the most part, we're all chilling. We're all friends. Amazing has been nothing but chill with me. I have nothing against the guy personally. Um, he's been nothing but chill with me. Um, Tori, did you want to say anything?
Um, I think I'll add more later, but yeah, keep going.
So, my biggest issue with the whole podcast being at the same time, because obviously this is the issue. This is what started it all. And some others may not look at it this way, but me and Torg and everybody that is involved with the Get Good podcast, we're all small creators, very small creators. We don't have a very big following, anything like that. And when a bunch of bigger creators, like much, much bigger creators, come together and start a podcast covering very similar topics as us at the exact same time, who do you think the viewer's going to go to? I know we're going to keep, the small amount of creators followers that we have because, loyal followers, they're going to stick around, they're going to watch, but it's going to hurt our growth potential in the future. At least this is the way I was looking at things, is whether they intended to do it or not, because I don't think they intended to do it. They're good people. It's going to hurt our potential in the future. That's the way I was looking at things. So yeah, I was a
I
little
guess
upset about it.
it's in our name. We need to get good.
um, but yeah, I mean, I get that this is a competitive space. We're competing for views. That's just how it is. But they could have done it another time. Is how I was looking at things.
Then again,
Uh,
we don't have control. Like they can do whatever time they want to. It's like they can even call it a good podcast. Not that we have like copyrights or something, but it's just the point is like, yeah, same day is fine because it's the day where Grand Cross dropped the patch note for JP, which is the main feature content for global, so everyone's gonna cover that anyway.
yeah,
I
I
understand
understand
that
that part.
completely. I just don't
Hmm.
understand the same time. That's the only thing I don't understand. It's like you really pick the same time. But then again, it's just for me, like it was just funny. It's like, yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at things
And
from a business kind of point of view, like that's going to hurt us. And, I considered them to be friends. And I mean, I still do. So I don't want people to think like, you know, we're coming out here trying to attack people or whatever. It was just some banter back and forth on Twitter. It's happened before. Um, if you go back and notice, everybody that I have argued with on Twitter today, uh, we're still chill. Like, I've done this with them in the past, like Kelbert, for example. We've gone back and forth quite a bit, but like at the end of the day, you know, we're still chill with each other. Um, any other drama that may or happen or whatever between these two groups of creators, it that's always what it's been. As far as this post goes, because this right here, this is what really will hurt the community. Me and Torg and Amazing and whoever having a little bit of banter on Twitter is not going to hurt the community. But shit like this, where somebody came on, this guy right here came on, he screenshotted our podcast episode live, and he edited it, he photoshopped it to make it look like it was our first episode, even though we're on episode 51. We've been doing this for over a year now. He did that, made a huge lie, saying that we're trying to copy Amazing to get clout and whatnot, starting our podcast at the same time. No. They started it at our time.
See, I wasn't gonna talk about this, but since you mentioned this guy, whoever Meliodas this guy is, but he also faked another post on the forum about me as well, and it was involving Amazing. That's why it feels very sus to me. It's like, why again at the same time when it's not even drama? Like, even the previous time, the one that the same guy who faked making a tweet in my name, it wasn't drama. It was just PvP match that Amazing lost, and he made a video about it saying, I guess, fuck Torg or something. But again, it wasn't drama. It's like, for me, it was funny because he made a video about it. It's like, yeah, I don't care. But this guy, he gave it the extra effort, and he made a fake tweet in my name to just make it blow up. And now this one again is like why when there's something with Amazing, you know? That's why it's sus to me.
Why there's always some kind of drama that blows up around this. But like, also another thing, he came out here and he purposely went to call out everybody that was currently on our podcast, which includes Knowledge, for example. Okay, these people, most of these people were not involved with the whole Twitter drama thing. Okay, the only people that was actually involved was me and Torg, and honestly, it wasn't even as big a deal as everybody's making it out to be. So like, don't go around attacking these people. These people had nothing to do with it. It's stupid that he decided to do that. But I was gonna say something else. Another thing. What was I gonna say? Don't you just love when you're trying to record a video and you completely forget what you're gonna say?
Yeah, become Twitch streamer. You're gonna say whatever is on your mind. We don't plan things. We just say whatever is on your mind. That's why we're the true human beings. We don't pause and resume. Just say whatever on your mind. But if you don't know what you're gonna say, let me just say what's on my mind regarding this. But like, for me, I don't have any issue if they have the podcast at the same time. Again, I even said this in the podcast, our podcast. It's a good thing that they did this because we need people to send a message to Netmarble about the issues in the game to try, to make our voice reachable to Netmarble so they can actually do something and save the game.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, you know, whenever you see something like creators going at each other, whatever, on Twitter about silly, stupid little things, whatever, you see any kind of drama like that, don't just immediately hop in thinking you know what's going on. Don't take things out of context. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You know, I've talked to people in DMs about different things. Overall, the Grand Crush community, we're all pretty chill with each other. Keep that in mind. You know, we're not out here trying to attack each other. For the most part, we work with each other and we have a good time. We're trying to build.
But if you attack my friends, if you attack my friends, like, there is one of Amazing friends who came after Kingu saying, I can't even say that on YouTube because the video will be taken down, but he said dumb shit, so I just reported him, as I should, and the guy got locked off Twitter because he deserved it, because he's just a mean person. So if you're gonna be mean for no reason over two people discussing stuff on Twitter for like whatever reason they want to say, just don't be mean. Because if they're gonna be mean to someone that I know, it's not gonna end up well for you. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and end the video on that. Just, we're all chill. We're chilling. I do think it's a good thing that they are doing their podcast. I think it's a really good thing. Don't take things out of context. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make this video because it was just getting way too out of hand, and I don't want people to misinterpret how everybody feels in this situation. Obviously, I can't speak for anybody else, but as far as on my end goes, this ended up not what it meant to be. But thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Have a good day.